All right, this is it. All damage. That's it.
I killed his pet. You just get that pump, and once that fades, you miss it, and you want it back. And this is like a cycle.
That's how Christian Velasquez describes the video game high. His hobby turned to habit when he began playing online.
At my the very peak would be around 6 to 10 hours a day.
Then he joined an online gaming clan and soon after was sponsored by a gaming company.
How old were you at this time?
Maybe like 13, 14, or 12 actually.
Eventually games took over, his grades slid, and he chose his online friends over real ones. But he was still wired to the game.
So you'd feel like it's your responsibility to go online and be with these people because it's like a community.
Every day, tens of millions of gamers log online to play World of Warcraft with one of the largest memberships. And the cyber escape is so alluring, this year it might finally be named a full-fledged addiction. Meet Drew Nordman. He's 24. He's owned every major console of the past decade and says role-playing games are what pulled him in to playing 5 to 7 hours a day.
You become the character, and you know the story has the most impact on you personally, and you make all the choices and so forth. So it's really engrossing.
Born with spinal muscular atrophy, Nordman can't walk. He says for people with disabilities, video games are a great escape.
There's a lot of things that we can't do, and when we find something that makes us feel in control, we take it and we abuse it.
Experts say people with disabilities, Asperger's or ADHD may be especially vulnerable to this addiction. But any gamer is vulnerable to addiction, especially if they start young.
People's lives fall apart completely, and there are people who die from it.
Dying from playing too long. From heart attacks to blood clots to sleep deprivation, fatal video game addiction has made headlines around the world. And while these cases are extreme, the addiction is gaining traction.
I believe it is on the rise, primarily due to smartphones.
Gamers say graphics and technology are only getting more enticing, making it harder to say. Jill Kubra, CBC News, Winnipeg.